Well, Sanchez in minor league camp, so he's missing the Tampa Bay, which has won 5 straight opening day games. We've got the Blue Jays visiting top 4 Orlando Hudson. 2-run shot off Dewan Brazelton. You know, he's Tampa Bay's 7th opening day starter in 8 seasons.
It's a lack of consistency.
Next batter, Vernon Wells, off the catwalk, baby. Back-to-back homers. Eric Hinsky also homered Monday. Roy Halladay, 2 runs, 9 hits.
Braves without Sanchez continuing their season-opening series at home. Toronto in town. First batter of the game, Reed Johnson facing Scott Kazmir. Eduardo Perez. Have you seen my baseball? Johnson ends up at third with a triple, but Kazmir allowed only 1 run on 3 hits and 5. He's just 21. Dude, it's behind you. All right. Thanks for playing. Same face, new place, dotted 1, new Blue Jay, Shea Hillenbrand to the gap. Orlando Hudson scores. They waive Vernon Wells as well, and the Blue Jays going to win this one 6-3. Toronto started 0-3 last year. This year, they're 2-0. Only 9,144 paid.
Kidding you. Blue Jays, Devil Rays, Carl Crawford, one of the fastest guys in the game. Big swing to deep right center field at the Trop, and if you let it get away from you, he is just going to turn the engine on. Hits the corner of the bag at third base, and will come in standing up with the inside the park homer.
It's the Yankees earlier this week. Let's go to the 9th. Keith Folk on to preserve a 6-3 lead, and this got very dicey. Bottom 9, 2 on, nobody out. Big Eric Hinsky, he was 3 for 4. To center. They're going to wave Corey Koski. It's 6-4 now. Remember, Folk served up Derek Jeter's walk-off homer in the Bronx earlier this week, so it's not been a great start for him. Next up, Greg Zahn. Hinsky off on the pitch, stays out of the DP. Shea Hillenbrand scores, former Red Sox great. The Jays within 1. After an Alex Rios flyout, Folk walks Frank Menachino on 5 pitches. So now they're on the corners. Next up, Reed Johnson. Folk hits Johnson on an 0-2 pitch to load him up, and nobody's up in the bullpen. This is Folk's game to finish. So here we go. They're full for Orlando Hudson. Down a run, 2 outs. Keith Folk. He holds on. Red Sox win at 6-5. It's Folk's first save of the year. Boston now 2-0 under bench coach Brad Mills. What about the Yankees?
The Yankees' arch rival, the Red Sox in Toronto. Pitcher David Wells looking for his first win in his 2nd start this season. Bottom 3 facing Vernon Wells. Nobody on. Wells doing very well against Wells. He's gone for a solo shot. 3-1 Jays. Next batter, Corey Koski. Back-to-back home runs, 4-1 Jays. Next batter, Shea Hillenbrand, who spent 3 years in Boston. Back-to-back home runs, 5-1 Jays. It is the first time a Red Sox pitcher has given up 3 consecutive home runs since Wes Gardner gave up 3 straight to the White Sox on July 9th, 1988. Wells gave up 6 runs in 6 1/3 innings. Top 6, Red Sox still trailing 5-1. David Ortiz working on Roy Halladay, and he works him for a 3-run shot. Red Sox are tied on Trot Nixon RBI ground out, but the Blue Jays a little too much for the Sox. Greg Zahn working on Blaine Neal in the 8th. He works that one deep to right and gone. His 2nd career grand slam caps a 6-run 8th as the Jays win at 12-5. David Wells drops to 0-2.
If they're gonna play the numbers game, then I might as well retire, because there's a lot of guys out there that hit me pretty good. But you know, it's just something that you just got to go and pitch. You know, it's right now I'm going through a bad stretch. I've had 2 bad games in a row, and you know, it's not the first time. Probably won't be the last time. You know, but you just got to keep plugging away. That's all you can do.
I'll tell you what, the hits just keep on coming for David Wells as he sports a season ERA over 8 for the first time since 1988. He loses his first 2 starts for the first time since he was a svelte rookie back in '87. Perhaps the Sox should maybe move him out of the rotation when playing the Blue Jays, because he's just 1-7 in his last 9 starts versus Toronto.
Now the Red Sox and the Blue Jays top of the 9th. Bases loaded. Miguel Batista in a world of trouble. 3-1 Blue Jays. And Edgar Renteria is standing in there. The single, the right center field, that's going to score Jason Varitek, and Mark Bellhorn tying the game at 3. Now the bottom of the 9th, still 3-all, 1 out. Reed Johnson. He grounds one to second base. Bellhorn stumbles on the turf. Throws late to first. Johnson safe. So that brings up Orlando Hudson, who drives one deep to left center field. Drops in there for a double. Johnson scores. And the Blue Jays go on to take it by a final count of 4-3 from the reigning world champs.
Hosting the Blue Jays, it really didn't go too well. Top 2, Frank Catalanotto. to right center for a triple. A 2-run triple makes it 4-0 Toronto. Kurt Sarlis, well, he was waxed. 6 runs on 8 hits and 3 2/3. And hey, kids, let's meet Gustavo Chacín. Bring him on down. He was the Eastern League Pitcher of the Year. That's Double-A. He won his Major League debut versus the Yankees last season. He was born in Maracaibo, Venezuela, and he was tough Monday night. Gave up just 2 runs on 8 hits in 6 innings. He struck out 4 and had it going. Bottom 6, catch Jason Kendall, then Eric Chavez. Toronto wins 10-3. Lots of offense and good pitching from the Blue Jays. Second time in 3 games that the Jays have scored at least 10 runs.
The Blue Jays going for 4 straight wins in Oakland Tuesday night. Top of the 4th. Blue Jays down 2-1. 2-1 for Eric Hinsky. Working on Danny Herron, and he works him for the 3-run shot. That's Hinsky's 3rd home run of this young season. Bottom 7, Oakland down 2 runs. Charles Thomas up with 2 on. Works that one to left. Reed Johnson makes a nice running catch, prevents 2 runs from scoring, and Toronto hangs on 5-2.
Now, how about the Rangers hosting the Blue Jays over the weekend? Michael Young facing left-hander Ted Lilly. In the bottom of the 3rd, 2 out, 1 on situation, and Young gets a hold of one. He skied it to left center field. The big drive right there. His first of the season. The Rangers take the lead 3-2. Ryan Drees pitched a pretty good ball game. He's in a bind here. Runners on the corners in the top of the 8th inning, but he gets the 5-4 fielder's choice. He goes 8. The Rangers win 4.
Dodgers for most of the majors in Texas. Jays rookie Gustavo Chacín, 2-0 with a 2.45 ERA this season. In the bottom of the 1st, he gets Richard Hidalgo on the fastball. Chacín went 8 innings, allowing no runs and 2 hits. Top of the 6th, Blue Jays up 3-0. Bases loaded for Reed Johnson. Kenny Rogers is going to hit him with a pitch. It's the 2nd time Johnson's hit by the pitch. It's 4-0 Jays now. Top of the 8th, Johnson at bat again, bases loaded. He gets hit by a pitch again, a record-tying 3 times, and 2 times with bases loaded. Chacín 3-0 as the Blue Jays win.
Blue Jays, Red Sox, Patriots Day at Fenway. Paul Revere kind, not the Tom Brady kind. Kurt Schilling, 2nd start. Frank Catalano, the bases loaded, goes down. Schilling's out of the jam. Bottom 2nd, Manny Ramirez facing Dave Bush with 2 on, and oh, Krusty crushes that to the Coke bottle. Sox lead 5-0, 3rd of the season. Of course, Manny seems to have this multi-home run thing going on. We'll get back to that. Vernon Wells, bases loaded. Schilling gets out of that one, so twice he's out of the hot box in both the 2nd and the 4th. Jason Frazier, mistake to Ramirez, and that is gone. Well, we think, right? Take another look. They got a line out there or something, Bert? You know Fenway.
What's he doing?
It's over the red line.
Yeah, all right.
It's a home run.
The guy's saying it's over the line.
Home run. Judd says 4 bases. John Gibbons didn't like what they had to say. He's going to get ejected. Get out! Ramirez, 4th home run of the season. 2 multi-homer games. Sox win it.
He threw it back.
Number 4, Blue Jays, Red Sox. Manny can't catch anything. Issues in the outfield with the sun. Manny drops 2 fly balls in the 4th inning.
To Monday, number 10, Blue Jays, Red Sox, Alex Rios. Tore the pesky pole. Trot Nixon, and everybody keep your hands inside the ballpark, please. Nice catch there by Dirt Dog, everybody. Oh, that's right, hands back.
Finally win at Yankee Stadium.
What about the Red Sox? Hosting the Blue Jays at Fenway. Manny, 43 home runs against the Jays. It's the most home run by any one player against Toronto. Bottom 1st, no score. There he goes again off Roy Halladay. Manny's 5th home run in his last 4 games. Remember, we were talking about how he hadn't hit one just a few days ago? This one, bananas. That's B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Clears the light tower. Solo shot, it's 1-0 Boston. Top 9 now. Tied at 3. Keith Falk on the mound. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Shea Hillenbrand with the base hit. Reed Johnson rounding 3rd. He's going to try to score. Jay Page says, Johnson slides, but he doesn't touch the plate. And Jason Varitek makes him pay. Next batter, runner on 1st and 3rd for Corey Koski, and he makes the Red Sox pay. Greg Zahn scores the 1st run, not by a home run. Koski 4 for 5. Jays win at 4.
$30 million in luxury tax is what the Yankees are paying out. That's more than the Tampa Bay payroll for the 2nd straight year. Yankees brought their hitting shoes. Jorge Posada right there. The curveball is ripped to left, scoring Ruben Sierra. 4-1 Yanks. Later on, 2 on, 1 out. Derek Jeter, RBI single to left, scores Posada. 5-1 Yanks. Then Bernie Williams comes through with the RBI single. So the conga line in full effect. 6-1 Yanks. Now, to the top of the 6th, it's 7-1 in favor of the Yankees. Jorge Posada sends it. 3-run drive to right off Matt Whiteside. Happy 44th birthday to Don Mattingly as the Yankees go on to win by a final count of 11-2.
Jays and Yankees. Frank Catalanato gets in the way of Jorge Posada's throw and takes one right off his coconut. Good thing he had the helmet on. And to make matters worse, Catalanato got called for interference.
Yankees and Jays in Toronto. 3-0 rookie Gustavo Chacín making his home debut. He's been pretty solid in the beginning of the season. Top of the fourth, scoreless game went on. And Gary Sheffield gets to him. The double into left center field, and Bernie Williams racing home with the first run of the game. 1-0 in favor of the Yanks. Now bottom six. Jays down 4-3. They are juiced. Felix Rodriguez facing Shea Hillenbrand. And he gets out of the jam. Grounds into the 6-4 situation, so Mike Messina is loving what he sees out there as the Yankees trying to bail him out. Ninth inning, Mariano Rivera in the game facing Hillenbrand. Pops him up. Now 3 Yankees converge on it, and Tino Martinez is the guy who has to make the diving catch out there. Nobody wanted it. Top play nominee. Later in the inning, Rivera facing Alex Rios. 2 on, 2 gone the situation, and Rios grounds out 4-3, so Rivera picks up his 3rd save of the year as the Yankees go on to record the victory. The final score from Toronto, 4-3.
Win at 6-1. Orioles and Jays, top 8. We're tied at 5. Jay Gibbons facing Scott Schoenweiss. Gibbons with a base hit, breaks his bat. Miguel Tejada comes in to score. Orioles take a 6-5 lead. They score 5 in the 8th, and they win at 13-5.
Sosa, 1,537 career RBIs, tied with Joe D, 37th all-time. Joe DiMaggio's just been passed.
Sammy's made a little bit of adjustment in his stance, too. A little more closed, staying on the ball a little bit better.
5-zip, Sidney Ponson, the first 14 he faced. Then a little pickle.
What was this visa stuff, Ravi?
Yeah, he had trouble getting his visa. They didn't think he was going to be able to get to Toronto, but they were able to work it through. He had a couple of court appearances that were somehow moved aside so that he could pitch. Adams to Sosa in right. Ponson escapes unharmed, and then he talks to his glove. Sammy, yard. Second deck.
That's a blast.
That is. 4th homer, first multi-home run game with the O's. Russ Adams. Watch Miguel Tejada. That thing's got some spin on it. El Cid. Complete game, 7-1 win for the Birds. His 67th career multi-home run game for Sammy.
I don't know. We'll figure that out. Devil Rays, Blue Jays. DeJuan Brazelton with the bags full. Rios hits it the other way for a base hit. 2 runs come in to score. And Toronto, deceptive team. They win.
Gustavo Chacín on the mound. Carl Crawford hitting it back to the rookie. And the rookie helping himself out with good defense. Bottom 5, Alex Rios. Hits this one to deep center, off the wall. Corey Koski's going to come in and score, and Rios is going to end up with a triple. Rios went 3 for 5 with 2 triples. Top 7, Chacín getting Johnny Gomes with the fastball. Chacín is now 4-1, the 5th rookie in the last 10 years to win 4 games in the month of April. 7, D-Rays and Blue Jays. Orlando Hudson, watch the grab here. Right over the shoulder. Take another look at this. Just like he practices it every day.
Randy Johnson on the mound for the Yankees as the Blue Jays paid a visit. Roy Halladay opposing him. We've got a combined 6 Cy Young awards. Top first, Johnson gets Shea Hillenbrand swinging. He struck out 3 in the first. Top second, Johnson getting a little bit of help. Orlando Hudson out in Bernie Williams' area. And Bernie Williams is a man outstanding in his field. Still no score. Bottom second, Halladay gets A-Rod looking.
Oh, and he strikes out.
Bottom 5, no score. Williams up.
That's why.
Some great defensive work in this game. John McDonald, high for the leaping catch. We've got to take another look at that one. Timed it perfectly. Top 6 now. Shea Hillenbrand up, chopper, back to Johnson, and look at the unit working the level. We got to take another look at that one. Behind his back. So we move to the 7th now, still no score. Top of the inning, runner on 0-2 pitch to Eric Hinsky. Oh, there's a score now. And it's 2-0 Blue Jays. Hinsky's 4th home run of the year. Still top 7. McDonald. Back to Johnson, and Randy Johnson's gobbling up everything. Complete game for him, 7 hits, 9 Ks, 2 runs. Bottom 9, Halladay also looking for a complete game. Gary Sheffield just looking. Halladay holds the Yankees to a season-low 3 hits. Jays win at 2-0. Yankees have dropped 3 in a row.
Jeter goes, and ground ball up the middle, and off the glove of Hudson. That allows Jeter to go to third. They're going to wave him home. Here he comes. The throw is cut off. Birdie goes to second behind the throw. It's an RBI single for Bernie Williams, and Derek Jeter comes all the way to score. That game was because of a Jack Russell Terrier. That one's hit deep to right field. Going back, Rios on the track, at the wall. See ya! A-Rod goes the other way. A solo shot into the lower deck and right, and the Yankees lead 3-0. Ground ball at third. Off the glove of A-Rod. Great reaction by Jeter. Throw to first, not in time. Rios scores, and the Yankee lead is now 3-2. Long fly ball right field. Sheffield back on the track, at the wall. See ya! A solo home run into the right center field bleachers for Corey Koski, and we are all tied up at 3. That'll do it. A base hit for Tony Womack. Here comes Crosby. He scores, and the Yankees win this one 4-3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. A big base hit for Tony Womack. They walked the runner in front of him, issued him a challenge, and he met the challenge with a base hit to right.